Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces for the month of May. You can have Pisces anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, so Pisces, I was getting into your energy, and the song that came up for you is called We Are Not Going to Make It by the Presidents of the United States of America. Excuse me. And so it's really kind of an interesting message, because the first thing that actually stood out to me, because I thought the song was called We're Not Gonna Make It, but it's actually called We Are Not Going to Make It. Now, the we are in the song, they never actually say we are or going to. They say we're and gonna. And to me, it's almost like presenting as something and then trying to take shortcuts is what I was kind of getting with that. And then also, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you're telling yourself that you're not going to achieve something. You want to achieve something, but you're telling yourself that you're not going to. Because this lyric really stood out to me. There's not a whole lot of lyrics in it. It's a pretty short song. But it says, deep in my heart, I do believe we're not going to make it. And now this could be like a project, it could be, a business that you're wanting to start, it could be a relationship, it could be whatever. And you're telling yourself you're not going to make it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you tell yourself you're not going to, you're not going to, period. So, really kind of examine self-speak, self-talk, what it is that you are telling yourself, okay? We're going to start with the Moonology cards. Can I get a message for Pisces, please? Message for Pisces for May. Full moon in Virgo. I think that is like Virgo is opposite of Pisces, so that happened during your season. You are good enough. Do you see that? Look at that. Pisces, you're good enough. Stop telling yourself you're not. I really feel like you're telling yourself you're not good enough. And then at the bottom, we have New Moon in Taurus, which is coming up. Or did we just have that? No, we have the Super Moon in Scorpio. I don't think we've had the New Moon in Taurus yet. We could have. I'm not sure. I've been doing a really bad job at following the moon lately. Well, like for the last year. But anyway, it says prosperity lies ahead. And you need to believe that. You need to actually believe that. Because right now you're telling yourself you're not good enough for whatever it is that you're wanting. Okay? So we are going to start with and I feel like that was confirmation when I picked these cards up. These three stayed down, and that's the Moon card. So, and that's the Virgo card. So I honestly feel like you're needing to trust in your own abilities, okay? Stop telling yourself you're not going to achieve something that you want to achieve. You have to believe that you're going to achieve it. Okay. Now we have the Two of Cups. Now this definitely could be a relationship, because we do have the Lovers on the bottom. Now in this deck, there's a card, or there's a picture on both sides. So this is like the front side, and this is the back side. So, and it's like this side, that side. So, you have the back side of the Lovers here. So this could definitely be a relationship. Now, it's interesting because I recorded Scorpio right before you, and this was the only card of the vice versa deck that came out on its own for Scorpio as well. But for them, it was more like of a balance of masculine and feminine. But for some reason, for you, I am getting, now it could be a balance between masculine and feminine, but I'm also getting the strong message that it is a relationship, because it says, deep in my heart, I do believe that we're not going to make it. It's like you and another person, you and multiple people. whatever it is. In that instance, it's a band. But and it's almost like they did a self-fulfilling prophecy, that band did, because like they had a couple of songs that everybody knew, like Peaches was a song by them, and then they kind of fell off the face of the earth, right? And so that was a self-fulfilling prophecy. They told themselves they weren't going to make it, and they didn't. And so yeah, that's what I'm really getting strongly for you. But it's more than one person. It's you and somebody else that you were just saying, like, it's too good to be true, and you're doubting the situation. Maybe you're doubting the other person, like, why have there not been any red flags yet? Why haven't they shown their true colors yet? I'm just waiting for them to show their true colors, blah, 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 blah. But you have to get out of that mentality, because if you want someone to treat you nasty, you will behave in a way in which they will want to treat you nasty. Now, I'm not saying that people don't act nasty unprovoked, because there are people out there that do that. But in this case, I'm hearing like you need to stop expecting that of people. Because here it's like you're getting a victory, because that's what the Six of Wands is. The Six of Wands is victory. And if you see, like, there's a lot of blood on everyone. Now, this person is like ornate almost and didn't have any battle wounds, but they're still being celebrated by the people who actually fought the war. And it's almost like I'm getting like imposter syndrome. You feel like an imposter in a healthy relationship. You feel like you haven't done anything to deserve a healthy relationship, but you have to get out of that mindset. Because this person isn't smiling and happy that they're being celebrated. They're like questioning, like, why is everyone celebrating me? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to deserve this. And that's kind of, I think, what you're saying to yourself. It's like you don't feel like you've done anything to deserve. I'm hearing health, wealth, and happiness. Come on, Pisces. Believe in yourself. Okay. I want to clarify, where are we at time-wise? 8 minutes. Okay. We're going to use the... You know what? I was going to get more tarot, but I'm actually being called to get you and this other person's energy from the Wild Unknown Animals spirit. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Can I have... Okay. I was going to say someone representing the other person. But we have the zebra. Distinct. I'm hearing the word distinct. It's almost like this person might be like, how I want to word this. Like abundant. Have a lot of... they're just very well-rounded, it seems like. I'm not necessarily seeing that they're like super wealthy or anything, but it's like they are happy and content and just living life, and I think a spiritually sound life because of this third eye, like, and how the rainbow is all lit up in the third eye. It's like they're living a spiritually sound life. And by doing that, they create abundance for themselves. It's kind of like that self-fulfilling prophecy, right? They tell themselves that they are worthy of whatever it is they desire, a healthy relationship, a steady flow of income, and they get that, because they believe themselves to be worthy. And they're not like assholes about it or anything. They're just kind of like, they believe it. And I don't know why, but this shape down here on its nose, this white shape, kind of looked like a heart to me. And it's the only thing like kind of not filled in. So I feel like they've had a lot of success in other, and of course everything be vice versa, right? So you could be this person or the other person. But it's like they've had a lot of success in their life, but maybe not romantically. And like, so now they're kind of like, I have all this, I'm very, very content. Now I would like to focus on love. Bring love and abundance. Now I want to look at you. What's the card for Pisces? Card for Pisces. There could be something very distinct about their physical appearance. I'm hearing like they could have like a lot of tattoos and piercings, or like very red hair, or both. Just something very distinct about their appearance. Very tall, very short. Yeah, it's just, there's something very distinct about them that makes them stand out of a crowd. Okay. Can I have one card for Pisces, please? Can I have one card that represents Pisces? Okay. You have the oyster. Now, the oyster is so protective, right? It's like, it has this little pearl of wisdom on the inside that is shrouded by this shell, right? It's protecting the pearl. And this is such a Pisces energy to me, because Pisces has such emotional depth. Their waters run deep, their well runs so deep, but they have such a hard exterior. Like, no one would know that Pisces has such, I mean, I guess some Pisces might wear it on their sleeves, but for the most part, I have found that a lot of Pisces carry a hard exterior around them. And what's interesting about the oyster is like the way that it moves through the muck, the sand, is these little like hair-like things that they have, and they like reach out, and they're like their little feelers, right? But if you notice how short they are, the feelers are very, very short. So it's like someone would have to be like smack up against them in order for them to, the oyster, to feel that they're there. And I feel like that's kind of what it is. It's like you keep everyone at an arm's length because you feel like you're protecting yourself, when in reality, you're not letting people into your field. Good people. You know, when you keep out the bad, you also keep out the good. And so that's what walls do. You know, walls keep out good and bad. They don't let just one thing in. So your feelers are very, very short. You keep everything very close to your chest, and this person has to like come smack up against you in order for them to even notice you, okay? But I think they're going to, if they haven't already, they're going to, but you're going to want to like kind of like clam up, you know, go back in your shell and not move at all and like play dead almost. But with that full moon in Virgo here, you are good enough. You are good enough for whatever this is that's coming to you. Please, please, if a good person that's very distinct or whatever like comes into your life, just try to let yourself open up, okay? They're not going to steal your pearl. They're not going to steal your pearl. And if they do, you know, shame on them, and that's karma to them. And you'll keep on going, and you'll make another pearl, you know, and it's just, you have to live in order, like you have to put yourself out there in order to live. If you just clam up your whole life, you know, that's not living. Where are we at? 14 minutes. Okay. Okay, now I think I'm going to use the Golden Compass Tarot. Yeah. Is it Golden Compass? Is that what it's called? Golden Wheel, sorry. The Golden Wheel Tarot. Okay. I'm not going to take that. It was the Page of Swords just because I wasn't like focused, but the Page of Swords, you know, is swift communication. I feel like they might be a little blunt, okay? Like, and that might scare you a little bit, but just go with it, okay? Just try to go with the flow. Okay, I want to see what is between these two people. What's between them? The zebra and the oyster. What's between them? Oh, goodness. Okay. So it's the Ace of Wands. I honestly feel like you guys get each other revved up. Okay, you guys spark and ignite each other. If you notice here, like the third eye has all these colors in it, and over here on the oyster there's a bunch of like confetti, and I know it's supposed to be like kind of sand, but to me it's almost like that this person, now of course everything can be vice versa, but whoever this is, it's like they can sense you. They don't need these tiny feelers. Like their feelers are huge. They have it's like a mile long, you know, their feel is like a mile long. So like if you ever get into their vicinity, like they can feel you. And I think that's what's allowing them to kind of come up to you so closely, because they can sense you in that way. Like your colors are the same as their colors, but yours are more dispersed, but like also closer to the chest. Like you're more concealed. You are almost like in camouflage, but they can sense, like your colors match with my colors, and they're almost like they can see, like if they don't know who you are like in person, it's almost like if you become within their range, right? Like I said, like a mile or whatever. It's almost like if they close their eyes, they could see the path straight to you. And I tell you what, it gets them going. It gets them going. If you look at this one, see that red dot in the middle? It is almost like they can just, it's like they can close their eyes and just see directly to you. But then we got the Nine of Wands on the bottom, and that's like, I feel like that's kind of this person's energy, where because of the water, like the water is pouring down on them, and that's where you are. The Knight of Wands is the wounded warrior. You maybe have had a lot of bad relationships in your life, and you're just kind of like, nah. But if you notice, this person's also roaming, like the oyster. It's like it's roaming, doesn't want to put, like it has to take small steps so it doesn't fall, right? That's what you're doing. You're like moving so slowly, and because you don't want to fall, like the word fall is coming into play here, like you don't want to fall for another person, another false person, I should say. But Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, 9 plus 1 is 10, and 10 means that the burdens that you have been carrying, you finally get to put them down. You don't have to carry them anymore. This person is like coming to kind of show you that people are trustworthy. There are trustworthy people in this world, and they want to be that for you. And you have to allow them to be that for you. Okay. So as advice, I want to use, you know what? I might pull one of these still. This is the Literary Witches, but only the cards, like not the actual authors. I'm not going to use these. I might use them later, but I am going to get a crystal for you, which was what I was doing up until the water signs. For some reason with the water signs, I started changing it up, but I'm going to use the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. So can I have a crystal for Pisces, please? Can I have a crystal for Pisces? I'm also hearing the name Crystal for some reason. I don't know. So Bumblebee Jasper is on the bottom, and I'm not like going to tell you what this means, but I am seeing the number 6 here, and that's the number of the lovers that was on the bottom for the Two of Cups. So they could be a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini, just because 6 and the lovers is the Gemini card. But let's see here. We have rhodochrosite. Now I know this is something to do with heart because it is pink and lovely. So rhodochrosite. Let me find the book here. And number 45. The Heart Reviver. Sorry. That's so funny. You are getting a jump start. Like this person is coming in, hooking up their jumper cables, and they're like they're lighting you on fire. They're lighting you up, getting you awake. I love it. Okay. So rhodochrosite teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down, dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns. Yes, it's like you have so much wounding that has made you clam up and just like clamp your shell shut. You are a steel fortress because of pain from the past. Now, it's not even necessarily just like romantic relationships. It definitely can be romantic relationships, but it's like all relationships have made you build these walls up, whether they're family, whether they are lovers, friends, whatever. Okay. It offers compassionate love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness. I'm also hearing that this person might have like pink hair. Like I was saying like earlier with the like flaming red hair, it's almost like they have a very distinct maybe color of hair or just something. Okay. You face the truth with loving awareness. Deep down, you feel alienated. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this card right now. Unloved and unappreciated. A history of sexual or emotional abuse creates dis-ease. You may have misused or feared your sexual power in the past. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. Irrational fears and paranoia and unacceptable emotions need to be acknowledged and transformed. Now, I love that when they said unacceptable emotions, the unacceptable is in quotes. Unacceptable, because our emotions are allowed. We are allowed to have emotions, okay? You are allowed to feel hurt and betrayed by people who hurt and betray you. But if someone comes in your life that doesn't have intentions to hurt and betray you, you cannot project onto them the pain of the past. You have to heal it in order to receive, you know? Let's see here. I'm feeling out of breath, and I feel like maybe this might make you feel uncomfortable hearing this, you know, like that you need to heal your wounds, that you need to not carry them with you anymore. It might make your heart race a little bit, but that's like the Heart Reviver, right? Where it's like you were just like boom, 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 and then something comes along. It's like boom, 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 and it's reviving it. It's like it was almost, your heart was almost fully asleep, right? You'd almost completely shut it down, and then something comes along that makes it revive and like start back up and start pumping back into your body. I love it. Okay, let's see here. Time for a change of viewpoint. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences rather than seeing the negative effects. That's that song. We're not going to make it. Don't say we're not going to make it. Say we're going to freaking make it. We are going to do this. Time for a change of viewpoint. No more self-fulfilling prophecy in a negative matter. Like the self-fulfilling prophecy has to be positive. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences rather than seeing the negative effects. Check out whether what you were taught in childhood is still relevant to the person you are today. I love that. Check out whether what you were taught in childhood or at any time in your past is still relevant to the person you are today. Releasing resentment from your heart creates well-being. Timing, summer, I love that. Because we're coming up on summer, and Pisces, something is going to ignite you for sure. Okay, so Pisces, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that are present, any of my guides that are present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.